The Golden Fish, written by Annie McPherson, illustrated by Anna Gomez. Once upon a time, I believed in magic. Then one day, I was told that magic wasn't real. My world darkened. There was a thunderstorm inside of me, and the rain of sadness began to pour down like a monsoon. But I was determined to know the truth and dare to believe once again. Many years passed. One night I had a dream. I stood at the edge of a cliff overlooking the ocean. The sun began to set, and the surfers on the water looked like tiny little ants. Suddenly, people started to scream, "Shark! Shark!" A large fin charged, and a giant mouth appeared. It gobbled up some of the surfers. The creature sunk below just for a moment, and then his back emerged. It wasn't a shark, but a giant fish. The surfers were caught between the enormous scales. He shimmered brilliantly in the sun, a glorious golden yellow color. The golden fish leapt into the sky and twirled around, showing his magnificent size. It was unlike anything I had seen before. He gracefully turned in midair and dove back into the ocean like a spinning galaxy. There, in his monstrous wake, was a massive whirlpool. I awoke the next day and decided to tell my friends about the dream. They looked at each other and smiled. "There's a garden near the ocean," they told me. The description even sounded like a dream. The next weekend, I visited the garden. When I arrived, my legs started tingling just below my knees. Could this be magic I'm feeling? I walked along the pathway and came to the edge of a cliff, overlooking the ocean. There were surfers wearing black wetsuits and looked like tiny little ants floating on the water, just like my dream. Where is my golden fish? I wondered. I stood and waited, but no fish appeared. This is silly. Why would a giant fish appear? I didn't have the answer, but somehow I still believed. I walked further and came to another path. It led to a small pond. In the pond were 5 koi fish. There in the center was the biggest of them all, a giant golden yellow koi with huge scales that shone brilliantly in the sunlight. "There's my fish!" I joyfully exclaimed. A few years later, I turned to watch the sunset from that exact spot. Whenever the sun begins to melt back into the ocean, its rays beam out and glisten upon the surface of the water. Those who know this story can look carefully and see the golden fish, and always remember that real magic is within. From joy I came, for joy I live, and in thy sacred joy I shall melt again. Paramahansa Yogananda. The end.